Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. We're going to do a little different of a show. We're going to be talking a little bit just about our own business today. We just came back from the New York Accessory Show and getting ready to go to Vegas for the next trade show. So we're going to talk about trade shows, road trips, and we're going to have a little guest bartender of all these interesting ingredients that are happening over here. So, very interesting. Are you excited, Nandy? This is Nandy, by the way.
Hey, everyone.
Isn't she cute?
I am.
She dressed herself with all this Rafia jewelry stuff. Doesn't she look cute?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so tell them a little bit about what you do here.
So I work for Vita Kush and Rafia. I do PR, light PR with Jessica, and I do styling for some of the shoots, and I also do wholesale website stuff for Vita Kush and Rafia.
Very nice.
Oh, and I look cute too.
All day. Every day. So, was there anything that you wanted to specifically talk about today?
I think road trips is I think that's a good topic. It's getting hot. I think everybody likes to travel.
What do you like to do on a road trip?
I sleep in the car. But my cousin forced me recently when we went to New Orleans. We drove from Atlanta to New Orleans, and that was about an 8-hour drive. So she actually had games prepared for me to play. So that
20
was
questions?
It was something like that. It was like an actual card game where you read off like what would you do if this scenario happened, and you had to like give your answer. It was like crazy questions. I couldn't even believe it.
So she tried to keep you awake.
Oh, she did.
And what else do you like to do? Do you like to, is there like specific places you like to stop? Like for me, I never eat at McDonald's, but on a road trip, that's something that we stop at McDonald's.
If I'm on a road trip, I usually like eating places that I've never eaten at before. So like if I see a Sonic, I'll go to a Sonic. I think the last place when we were on our way to New Orleans, we went to Zaxby's because it was Sunday and we wanted Chick-fil-A. But they were
Zaxby's.
They're only in the South, and I think the closest one to us is in Texas.
Oh wow.
But it's pretty much like Chick-fil-A, better, and they're open on Sunday, so it was like a win-win.
Nice. Well, I'm getting ready to go on a road trip to Vegas. So there's a little fast food place called the Mad Greek, and I like to stop there. Have you stopped there, Kat?
I have. It's delicious.
It's really good. So that's a nice little favorite of mine to go to. And like I said, we never eat at McDonald's, but that's like one of those times where we actually stop at McDonald's and get something. But I'm not sure I want to do that this time. I've been so good, and I really want to keep on, on my clean, healthy living.
As you should.
As I should. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just pack good, healthy snacks for the road. But my favorite thing to do when I'm driving, especially like to Vegas, for us from LA to Vegas is like 4 hours. So it's very close. And what I like to do is just blast my radio and
what you be listening to?
On my favorite music on my iPod, and it's fun. It's great. You sing and just drive. Try not to speed so you don't get caught and get in trouble. Otherwise, I used to drive to Tucson every year to go to the gem and jewelry show, and one time I got pulled over and I was driving very fast, and unfortunately the cop that stopped me, he clocked me at like I think about 20 to 30 miles less than what I was going. So I was really happy that I got a speeding ticket. I did get a speeding ticket, but my friend who was with me was freaking out, and she thought, I was going to go to jail or something. But in any case, I was happy to walk away with just a ticket.
Just a ticket.
Just a ticket. So do you drive fast or you don't drive?
I don't drive because I have road rage.
Ah, okay. Road rage is not good.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not when you're.
I be having honking wars. I can't.
No, You need to go drive in New York then. That's
No,
where I
I
just came
don't.
from.
No, you don't.
Crazy driving in New
No,
York.
I
So we went to this trade show in New York, and it was very light traffic, I should say, in the convention center, and it wasn't like the way the trade shows have always been. So it's very interesting how everything is changing, and trade shows are getting to be less and less important. I think eventually they'll probably go away altogether, or they'll morph into just one, because even in New York when we just went, there were like 4 different shows that usually happen. We're all into one small location now, where previously it was, everywhere. So I haven't done Vegas in a while, so I'm kind of excited about going. I'm trying a new show out, so if you're listening and you want to stop by and see me, I'll be at the Hard Rock Hotel in the ballroom there. They are going to have the Kala show there, and so I'm going to try it out and see. Happens at the same time as Magic and all the other shows, Win and a Project and all of those. So it's going to be interesting to see what, who comes, what happens. And hopefully they'll come and check you out, and we'll see some customers that we haven't seen in a while. And I don't know, it's an interesting thing to take all your jewelry, pack it all up, get there, set it all up, break it down, come back. It's a lot of work.
But I'm sure it's fun.
It is fun too. I really like meeting the customers face to face. I enjoy the connection of seeing them and talking to them and seeing what they're up to, what their what their hardships might be, or what their strong points are, or what they're doing great with and not doing great with, So it's a good, I like the feedback.
So the trade shows are for people who own stores.
The buyers are store owners.
Okay,
that come.
cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you get another clientele in that Vegas area then.
Yeah, so a lot of, the West Coast people will come to that show in Vegas. So they're, going to be traveling to Vegas as well to get there. A lot of people come from Hawaii and Canada and, all up and down the West Coast, and a little bit of Central, maybe Denver, Colorado, New Mexico, those kinds of stores will come.
Oh, so it's gonna be a party. That's what it sounds
Mandy's
like.
always looking for a party. So today, we packed up most of our jewelry, so we're only we're putting out only a few little things. Like I said, Mandy's wearing some chokers. She's put a little flower thing in her hair, and I'm beautiful and modest. And I have these little white sapphire strung over here, and then I have a little white choker that's made out of velvet. And Kat's going to come on in a little bit, and she is actually wearing a necklace as well, and you can see that is the same as what Nandy's wearing with the N. Our initials do really well, so we're kind of the girls just started putting on the initials. And we're going to have Kat make our drink today instead of me making the drink. I'm not going to be bartender today. Instead, I'm actually just talking. It's kind of strange. So, any questions so far? You got some questions?
Yes. Who can last longer without having to pee on a road trip, Rafia or Nandy?
Rafia for sure. Always have to pee.
Oh my God. What a question.
Next question.
Where can we find a link to Rafia's road trip playlist?
Ooh. Well, if you want, I can help you with that on my iPod. I don't know how to link that, but
We'll link it.
okay.
Well, we're gonna get her Apple Music up and running, everyone.
I got really good music,
Tell me about your first time in Vegas, both of you.
first time in Vegas. Wow. I was 18, and I was with my husband at the time, and we were driving there to go for New Year's Eve. And I made a bunch of things for the road, put them in little containers, and we ate on the way. But what I remember the most was that I crocheted an entire scarf all the way from LA to Vegas. And we used to go every year and hang out on Fremont Street. And I didn't drink, of course, and I was too young. But everyone else did all the partying for me, and I thought it was crazy. And I was always freezing to death out there in the cold. But everyone was all warm because they were drinking so much. And that's my experience. And we went back every year on New Year's Eve, for New Year's, every year.
That's amazing.
Forever. And then finally at some point we stopped doing that. It's crazy.
I'm sure. My first time in Vegas, I was 19, so I wasn't even legal to go, but I went with a couple of my friends, and we drove out there on a Sunday. And I was like, there's nothing going on out here. It's Sunday. And then when we got there, the streets were packed. It was Cinco de Mayo. So it was like a party on the street. So even though I wasn't like old enough to go into the clubs or like old enough to do anything, I still had a fairly good time because all of the people that were on the street drunk just partying with me.
Well, at least you had better weather in May, probably, than...
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm about to go to Vegas. It's probably going to be triple digits.
Hit the
hot.
pool.
Oh,
Hit
yeah.
the pool.
Oh, yes. Any other questions?
What is your favorite road trip destination?
I would say the last trip I took, which was to Carmel. Beautiful on the coast, driving.
Laughlin. It's about an hour and a half south of Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a pretty fun road trip because there wasn't too many people. It was more chill.
Any others? No other questions? Okay.
Time to drink.
Time to drink. So we're going to bring Kat on, and she's going to share, or she's going to make.
Hey, kitty cat.
She's going to make the recipe.
Yes.
What do you call this drink?
This is our Roadside Sipper. You can get all these ingredients for under $10, and you just stop at any gas station you want along the way. And here we go. So all you guys need is some Barefoot Red Moscato, whatever, sweet wine you have, and bubbly water of your choice, and a little bit of fruit for one of those little fruit cups you get. So
And what
let's make
is
the
this
darn
thing? You
So
forgot this.
right here, we have this new product on the market. It's like the Bad Boy LaCroix White Claw.
Bad boy? Why is it bad?
So it's kind of like a seltzer water, but kicked up with some vodka. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. No sugar, semi-healthy-ish, better than a Truly. Yep.
Wow.
So we're not going to
Okay.
be using those. We're just, sponsored. Just kidding.
Wait, we're not using these in our drink?
We're not. These
Okay.
are just for us chugging after the show is over.
Ah, okay. But we're trying to show them that they can buy all this in a liquor
Right,
store.
you can get all this in the liquor store, guys.
On the road, you can make yourself a cocktail on the road.
All right, so we're gonna pick up some
Unless
ice.
you're driving.
It's a little hard to get these. Oh, there we go. Get a friend to help you guys.
It's always good to travel with a friend.
Exactly, for these purposes.
But
All right.
your friend is supposed to help you stay awake. Not like Mandy, who goes to sleep in the car.
I get in the back seat and take my naps.
All right, guys. So
All right, so we've ice in here,
Mhm.
and now we're gonna add the sweet wine.
sweet wine. Just get a little red topping on there, however much you want. And then we are just gonna crack open our delightful sparkling beverage. Pour that in. It's like a nice little spritzer. And then
I would add ice cream to that.
a little ice cream. Well, you know what? If they have that at the gas station, get some ice cream instead, guys. Yeah, honestly, super easy. You can just drink
Wow,
it.
that's really pretty. Look at the beautiful color of it. It's gorgeous. And on the road, you've got a cocktail.
Yeah, Roadside Sipper, so easy.
Thank you for sharing. And why don't you tell them a little bit about what you like to do on your spare time?
On my spare time, I like to food blog, and I like to come up with these recipes for Rafia to make on her show. So, cheers to that.
And tell them where they can follow you.
If you guys ever want to follow me for restaurants I go to or places that I photograph, you can follow me at Hey Cat Babe on Instagram or Facebook. Like my page.
And whenever we get food brought into here in the office, she makes us not touch it until she has photographed it. So
Right.
and it has to be just right. So we can't eat our food until Kat photographs it.
Yeah, always got to get the good shot.
And then Mandy, why don't you tell them a little bit about your styling things that you're doing also?
So when I'm not here helping Rafia and Brianna, I do freelance work for like styling, creative direction, and all that fun stuff. Recently I've been getting into like makeup, so that's been really fun.
As you can tell by her makeup and her eyes. So tell them your Instagram.
If you guys would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Hello Nandi, HELLOONANDI. That's the only social I really have right now. So
There you go. And of course, you guys know where to find me. And come and check us out. And maybe if you want to be a guest on our show, let us know. You can come on the show and plug whatever you're doing, your side gig or your regular gig or however you want to do it. And follow us on the Instagram and on Facebook. And we will see you next week with a new guest. And wish us luck at the show.
if you see Rafia, say hi.
Yeah, come by and say hi to me in Vegas. I'll be at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Cheers to Vegas.
Cheers to Vegas.
Cheers.